BBS, Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies, Televisión, the Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. Man, looking forward to this one. Saturday, November 2nd, we got UFC 244. Jorge Masvidal versus Nate Diaz, live from Madison Square Garden for the BMF title. That's the baddest motherfucker in the game title. And they'll have Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, presenting the title to the winner. Although Nate Diaz will tell you he's the defending baddest motherfucker title champion. Dwayne Johnson will be there, The Rock, handing it out. We got two of the realest dudes in all the combat sports, boxing, MMA, Muay Thai, kickboxing, whatever discipline. Two of the realest dudes in the business going at it. They going at it. I'm talking they'll fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. And as a fan, you're going to get your money's worth. They don't cheat the public, and they want to fight the best, and they're going to give their all. This was all kickstarted when Nate defeated Anthony Pettis. And in his post-fight interview, he specifically named Jorge Masvidal respectfully. But he was like, hey, he's a gangster, but he ain't no West Coast gangster. So with that, it was started. Here's the thing, though, an example of how real these two dudes are. There's no threat of pre-fight violence among their camps or their crews, because real recognizes real, man. They know, hey, you cool, we cool. They've already talked about hanging out afterwards, doing what they got to do, partying and whatever, because it's just a fight, it's business, and they're going to go hard on each other. Masvidal, he's like the Roberto Duran, the Mano de Piedras of MMA. You know what I'm saying? He's rocking the beard and all of that. Got that wild man Roberto Duran-esque vibe to him, you know what I'm saying? With a nuevo Scarface twist or vibe, if you will. If you should have saw his one of the pressers, he had a clean ass Scarface suit on. White suit with the red lapels. It was dope. It was dope, man. Also been checking out Diaries of a Street Fighter. That's like, I don't know how many parts. I've seen, hell, at least 7 or 8 of them my damn self. Just kind of chronicling Masvidal. It goes into his backstory, fighting on the underground circuit with Kimbo in the backyards, no weight classes, beating up bigger, older dudes. He's the young dude and shit. It shows his upbringing, man, and you can't do nothing but respect it. Can't do nothing but respect it. Like, for real, it was priceless, dude. And the Kimbo attachment, he's very thankful for that. Masvidal speaks on how humble Kimbo was despite his rough exterior. That's kind of a common thing. And I'm not here to present Kimbo as no legitimate fistic artist, but he made his impact, you know what I'm saying? Masvidal, he speaks calmly about violence and the demons in his head and going to dark places and fights, baptizing dudes, etc. But he says it so calmly. It's like, yeah, I kicked that dude's ass, or yeah, that dude kicked my ass. Even when he's talking about his upbringing, it's not ever in a bragging way. It's just in a matter of fact, oh yeah, this happened type of way. He finally got mainstream attention based on the 5-second flying knee KO of Ben Askren. That's what got him all the appearances. And now the world is enamored with him. He's got the look. He's articulate. And he knows how to tweak those buttons. You know what I'm saying? And he did an ESPN tour, and it was a hit. But going back to that flying knee real quick, that was not luck. There's footage of him practicing this before the fight with Askren. And then even as the bell rang, he kind of kept his hands behind him, was smiling, dipped to the right, and then ran out. Whop! Right on the button, dog. It was beautiful. The Darren Till KO, don't sleep on that one also. That was before Askren. That was also beautiful. That was beautiful. All in all, man, Masvidal, he's fought like 2 eras of world-class elite competition in the UFC. I'm talking Cowboy Cerrone, Wonder Boy, Benson Henderson, Damian Maia, Gilbert Melendez, Eve Edwards, Paul Daly. Like, he ain't just fought no chumps, you know what I'm saying? He's been fighting some good, respectable dudes. And he's only just 35 himself. How many dudes can say that their career spanned 2 fucking eras? I know of one. His name would be Nate Diaz, the perpetual mean mug. I'm doing my cheeks a little puffy, but you know, Nate got the perpetual mean mug and the fists up. He's ready. He's about it. He's a hit with the bong crowd too, if you know what I'm saying. The wacky tobacco. I'm just saying, he had a drug issue. Apparently there were some elevated levels in one of his piss tests, and he threatened to pull out. That was quickly rectified. And at the last presser, his fans was chanting, "Fuck you, Sada. Fuck you, Sada." With Diaz, really, despite his quote, "Everybody's on steroids," the only thing you got to worry about is fucking marijuana in his goddamn system. That's really about it. Same with his brother Nick. And on that note, being Nick Diaz's little brother growing up, you were gonna have to fight. And the good thing is, Nate, he didn't fold at all. In fact, he loved it. It's what made him who he is. And again, per him, he's the reigning, defending, baddest motherfucker in the world. Like I said, just like Masvidal, he's fought a who's who of two different eras in MMA. He's fought Conor McGregor twice, fought Anthony Pettis, fought Rafael dos Anjos, fought Rory McDonald, fought Clay Guida, who's already in the UFC Hall of Fame, you know what I'm saying? Fought Joe Daddy Stevenson, and he's also fought Cowboy Cerrone and Vincent Henderson. For Nate, he's like, hey, I'm a real martial artist. I want to fight a real martial artist. Masvidal and Nate are both like, yeah, no leg humping or point fighting. This ain't one of them type of bouts. You know what I'm saying? Masvidal's like, who's more domesticated? We wants to know. We got to see. We got to know. Will Masvidal's three-piece soda, three-piece and a soda, will that be the recipe? Or will it be the Stockton slap of the Diaz brothers? In terms of a prediction, Masvidal, he's more dynamic. He's fresher. He's quicker. He's more athletic. But so were Anthony Pettis and Conor McGregor in regards to Nate Diaz. They had those same advantages. Both of them lost to Nate Diaz. You know what I'm saying? Nate, he's got a weird way of fighting. He plods along. Speed is certainly not one of his attributes. He gets beat up a bit early. Usually by the end of the first or the second round, he's already bleeding. And then it's like, oh, I got you right where I want you right now. And then Nate, he sucks the life out of his dudes, man. His cardio, his durability, his heart, his determination it's unmatched in MMA. All I'm predicting, though, is it's going to be a fun-ass fight for the baddest motherfucker in the game title. I can't wait to see it, man. REED-BBS. BBS. Blackbird Sugar. Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Televisión. Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.